And Hull City have managed to do it. Wow, what a game that was. Certainly making it squeaky bum time for a lot of the time. 4 minutes before Hull City were behind, with Rotherham scoring in the 4th minute. And it seemed to be a disaster spelling for the rest of the evening. Until we decided to pull our fingers out of our asses 15 minutes before half-time. And then the goals came within the space of 4 minutes of each other in that second half, scoring 2-1 to the Tigers. Yes, hello there, and welcome back to the HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel, where today I'll be giving you my reaction, review, everything you need to know following Hull City's big win in the Yorkshire Derby over in South Yorkshire. And what a win that could be for the rest of the season. Was looking for a reaction from the poor performance that we had against Swansea, where we did lose 1-0. Wasn't quite the dominant performance that we wanted, wasn't quite the dominant performance that we needed, but at the end of the day, it was a 2-1 win, and it was a 2-1 win that we did need for the rest of the season. So we'll go through our moments in the match, then I'll give you my player ratings for every player. So, started off really poorly for the first good 30 minutes for the game. For Rotherham, it was a heavily contested game in that first 30 minutes, where they was coming on everything, they was getting the attacks, they was doing things that they wanted to do. Still weren't a good side at the end of it. You can still tell that they will be down at the end of the season. They remind me a bit of the Peterborough side that we faced 2 seasons ago now, away, where you can just tell that they've got they'll do well in League One, that squad. They're just not up to the scratch of the Championship. Certainly in the current state that the Championship's in, with so many big titans. And Rotherham only having 3 wins to their name before this game, and still only having 3 wins is a tribute to that. But 4 minutes in, they grabbed a goal, and it was a big shocker from Ryan Alsop. Of course, it was a bit of a deflection, came off Greaves' back foot, I believe. It was a very weak shot at that, and it's a shocker from Alsop. He died before the ball left his foot, before the ball left Tehe's, how he pronounces his name's foot. It was a very weak shot. I'd be interested to know how fast it was going, because it was very slow. Came off Greaves' foot, and that just completely threw Alsop off. Should have been saving that one. Other than that, I thought Alsop had an okay game. I thought he reacted well to the fact that he let a shocker in very early on, and it probably would be up for my man of the match for Hull City sense, if it wasn't for that big mistake that nearly cost us the 3 points. Certainly very early on, which took a very depressing mode for the first 30 minutes. But beyond that, Hull City then decided, oh yeah, we can play football. Oh yeah, let's do something about it. And towards the end of the first half, we really created a load of chances and was unlucky not to score some of them. Some really good chances coming through Carvalho, Philogene, Sharp, Zerari, even Slater got in on some of the chances. Greaves as well, he had a few headed chances from corners and stuff. So unfortunate really that we didn't grab a goal towards the end of the second half, end of the first half, sorry, with the amount of chances that we had. But it was okay. Second half rolled around and we were still in that dominant fashion. Then some substitutions happened. Noro Ohio came on along with Ozan Tufan, and that's when it really started to take a nice light for Hull City, as Philogene managed to, I say score, it did go down as a Humphreys own goal. Probably is Philogene's once the reviews come in and all that sort of goodness. But once again, similar format to the one against Millwall. Ryan Giles, nice powering shot, just ricocheted off the crossbar. A few moments later, it ends up at Philogene's feet. He dances past his man, sits him down on his ass twice, and he scores. Or nearly scores, own goals, but it doesn't count. It doesn't matter. It's still a goal for the Tigers. And then Noro Ohio grabs his first goal for the Tigers. And what a time to do it. Second appearance for the Tigers, and his first goal appearing off the bench, and his probably goals per minute ratio is quite good at the moment, considering that he's probably only played a combined amount of 30-40 minutes and scored 1 goal in that time. That's fantastic. So fantastic stuff for Ohio. So we really set out the game there. Some substitutions made. Billy Sharp coming off, Carvalho coming off. Zerari, Slater, all that sort of stuff. Jacobs and Greg Doherty came on to sit in a bit more of a defensive format. Still didn't shy away from attacking forwards, but we definitely sat back trying to keep that, nurse that 2-1 victory. And through that 2-1 victory, we sit 7th in the table. Only Norwich sit above us in 6th because they won 4-2 tonight instead of... just basically goal difference, that is. Teams below us, Coventry, Sunderland, Preston, they all have games tomorrow. Preston can't really overtake us, so Sunderland and Coventry both could, depending if they draw or win. Draw or win will send them above us. Losses will keep them in their places. Of course, we do have a game in hand over Norwich and some of the teams above us. And Coventry, Coventry and Sunderland as well, considering the Sunderland, it's the Southampton game, sorry, that we do have in a week's time. So, we'll crack through my player ratings, of course. If you're new around here, red card, absolutely stinker of a game. Amber card, okay, bit of a shaky one there. Green card, solid game. And then my gold card is my man of the match for Hull City. So we'll start with the starting 11. Ryan Alsop, I'll give him a green card. As I said, I think he's a bit unlucky not to get the man of the match. Just pure factor that he let in that absolute stinker in the 4th minute. Ryan Giles, he gets my gold card. I thought he put out a fantastic performance today, really making stuff down that left-hand side. And if Zerari was on his game, I could see them making up a perfect partnership down the left-hand side. I think he was the key factor in both of the Hull City goals. I believe they both came off the back of Ryan Giles doing his magic. So, yeah, no-brainer, gold card. Jacob Greaves, green card, thought about a good performance, defensively strong, and then made a few attacking moments. Alfred Jones, I'm going to give him a green card, similar format. Louis Coyle, green card, thought he put in some good tackles, put him where it was needed going forwards, and he also tracked back. That's what I really liked about Louis Coyle in this game. He did his tracking back, and he did it nicely. As we know, we can see a bit of a lazy Louis Coyle. Tyler Morton, I'm going to give him an amber card. I think he's unlucky not to get a green card just for the pure fact that he didn't show up too much in this game, and he hasn't been doing for the past few games. Regan Slater, I'm going to give him a green card. I thought Slater put out a solid performance in this game, really powering forwards in some moments where we needed him. Zerori, I'm going to give him an amber card. I think he wasn't the best that we've seen from Zerori. He missed a load of crosses into the box where he could have done, trying to cut back. He had one nice chance where he nearly scored. Johansson, who really was the man of the match for the entire game, the Rotherham goalkeeper, who was fantastic, who snuffed out one of Zerari's attempts, but an amber card for him. Fabio Carvalho, an amber card as well, because it was a little bit shaky. He didn't add too much, and obviously was subbed off for one of them formats. Philogene, I'm going to give him a green card just because he did produce that goal, if you want to say it's Humphreys or his and know what. Billy Sharp, amber card. I think the Billy Sharp, of course, starting for him isn't what he was brought here to do, and we could really see that. I'd like to probably see Noah Ohio start against Huddersfield, if I'm brutally honest, or even Aaron Conley, because he didn't get any minutes today. Players off the bench, Ozan Tufan, I'm going to give him an amber card. I think he, unlucky not to get a green card, a bit similar to Morton, didn't see too much of him, obviously coming off the bench doesn't help that format. Greg Doherty, amber card, coming off the bench, didn't see too much of him. He nearly scored quite at the end of the game, absolutely fluffed it, should have been 3-1, but we'll go by that. Noah Ohio, green card, because he came on, did what he needed to do, scored in his second appearance for the Tigers. And Matty Jacob, a yellow card, because I didn't see too much of him when he made his appearance later on in the game. So that's all my player reactions and stuff. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this game, because fantastic win, isn't it? We do have another Yorkshire derby on Saturday, so make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as we'll have my prediction video ahead of that game, all the news throughout the week, and also I will have my reaction following up from that game as well. So make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Follow me over on Twitter to get live today on everything Hull City, and up the Tigers! Oh yes, North Ohio!